Buying a property is one of the biggest decisions anyone can make, so it's super critical that you understand the basics. When you're looking to buy a property, there's a few things that you need to consider. You need to consider how much you can borrow, i.e. what you can afford, how much your ongoing costs are going to be, what your stamp duty is going to be, the condition of the property, if you're looking at strata, to make sure that everything's above board with the strata management. Typically you need a 20% deposit to buy a property, but that's not for everyone. Not everyone can do that if they're renting or living at home trying to save their way. So there's options like mortgage insurance, which will allow you to transact on a property for as little as 5% deposit. So whenever you're buying a property, we highly recommend that you get a copy of the contract for your solicitor or conveyancer to review. If you're going to purchase a house, we really advise you to go and get a building report and a pest inspection. A building report's going to look at some structural things in the property and maintenance issues, and a pest report's going to focus on things like termite damage or other pest damage. If you're looking at buying a strata property, like a unit or some other type of strata property, we really encourage you to get a copy of the strata to make sure that there's no issues with the administration and the sinking funds, which is responsible for paying for maintenance of the property. It's also going to give you some history around the property itself if there's been defects in the past. But if you're buying a unit, what you really need to understand is who owns what or who's responsible for what. When you're buying a unit, for example, you own airspace, which is basically paint to paint. So the paint and everything within it is principally yours, but everything outside of the paint, so that's the bricks and all of that sort of stuff, is controlled by and paid for by the strata.